how to set and achieve your business goal. Our guest speaker is Miss Taanya Kathpal. Ms. Taanya Kathpal is a founder of Eat My News, and she has transformed her passion for news reading to find a community driven platform called Eat My News with a global readership of about 5,000 members across the world. She hosts various political thought leaders and thinkers interview on Eat My News YT channel in a series called Talk with Tanya, along with another explanatory series called Politics Explained by Taanya Kathpal. She believes in the power of message and how one message can change a life. She is a three-time TEDx speaker and has been invited to 50 plus premier institutes like IIM Calcutta, IIT Delhi, IIM Rohtak, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, Delhi School of Economics, etc., across the country as a guest speaker, lecturer, and panelist. Tanya particularly loves sharing ideas, stories, and knowledge on public platforms and social media. At this time, we'd like to give this time over to Tanya to present to us. And friends, if you have any questions, please make note of it, and we will have the Q&A session after Tanya is done with her presentation. Please keep yourself unmuted, and over to Tanya.
Hi, welcome everybody, and thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. Very happy to be here and very, very ecstatic to get all those yeses from you all. So we'll keep the whole chat thing alive, and I'd love to keep hearing from you at any point of time. If you feel that you want to ask me anything, please feel free to put it in the chat window and just be with me. It's not a lecture, it's just a conversation that we're going to be having with each other. So, yeah, I think let's get rolling ASAP and super delighted to be here. So, today we're going to talk about goals. That's what Tamil asked me to talk about, and I am. Uh, very very excited to talk about this topic because it is something that's extremely close to me. I feel that goals are everything. You're all entrepreneurs, you're all doing great in your lives. I'm sure you have big plans, and all my luck and wishes to you. However, there is one reason that uh, differentiates people from who achieve success and those who do not. Everybody sets goals, right? This is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, but I think mostly where we go wrong is in the process and actually understanding that what are goals. Because you may clearly lay down your business plan and know that this is what you do and this is what you want to do, but if you don't really go through the whole journey of setting goals in the right way, it's quite unlikely that they're going to happen, right? Which is why what happens usually is that people set their goals, they put it down, and then a lot of times they keep revising it, or uh, it sometimes happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. So let's dive straight in. So first of all, I'd like you all to tell me that what are your wishes? Okay. What are your wishes? You can type in the chat window. What do you wish for? Write anything. A BMW, whatever. Personal growth. Thanks, Vasanti. Lovely. Could be from your business perspective also. Missed the question. Nikita, I said, what do you wish for? You wish for fame. Okay. I want to help entrepreneurs to upgrade their knowledge. You wish for a bad net connection, Nikita. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Uh, Manoj Rana says to have a peaceful life. Lovely. Great, great, great. So I don't know what the rest of you all thinking. If you don't have wishes, how are you going to go ahead? It's important to have wishes, social empowerment with comfortable and a happy life. Okay, Zubair, thank you. Want to achieve 100 million company valuation by 15 December 2021. Good, specific. I would like to create many Vijayan in the years to come. Launch my new product. Okay, I get the gist. I get the gist. Thank you for participating. So, one of the main things, so thank you for sharing your wishes, because I feel wishes are the starting point for any goals. A lot of times, people really mistake their wishes to be their goals. Like, they feel that wishes are actually their goals, and a lot of times people just list down their wishes, whether it's in on via pen and paper, whatever you write down. So a lot of times people are not writing their goals, but they're actually writing down their wishes. Now, y'all tell me, why do you think people's goals are not met? Why do you think? Just shoot your ideas. And this is going to be a participative session, okay? I want all of you all to shoot your ideas. That's extremely important to me. Why do you think that uh, goals are not met? They're not handwritten, lack of planning, fear of failure, not focus, actual versus perception, unrealistic. Okay, cool, cool. Uh, so, what you're all actually sharing with me is like things that we often read in theory. And that's my problem with most of the goal setting sessions that people usually do, right? People teach you things like SMART goals, smart, measurable, achievable, blah, 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 plan ahead, be focused. But I feel these are all very good to say. They sound very nice when I say it. Yeah, Nikita, I think you should be focused. Tarunji, I think you should be focused. But doesn't make a shit difference to you. If you don't want to be, you're not going to be, and this session's going to be absolutely futile. So these are some of the reasons that I wrote down, okay, just thinking about why do I feel that goals are not met. Okay, it could be because a lot of people sometimes think that it was their goal, but it actually never was. A lot of times we sometimes just put things down thinking that this is what I want, but the core of you doesn't want it. A lot of times you may feel that I want to uh, make 10 cr, right? It's a goal for some people, but it's sometimes you write it down because you feel that you want it, but you actually don't. To the contrary, you may actually want a very peaceful life. You may want very different things from life. A lot of times people it sometimes just it's just a thought. Sometimes we get so impressed by what other people are doing, and we take up those things as our goals. That also happens. Another reason that I feel is that you're not willing, you want to have a goal, okay, but you're not willing to pay the price, whether it's in terms of time, whether it's terms of efforts, whether it could be anything, right? Everything requires you to pay some kind of a price, and this price is not necessarily money. It can also be relationships. It can be the time that you spend with your kid. It can be the time that you spend doing something else or not following a hobby. A lot of times it remains unmet because you never sat down and formulated it. You never articulated. You never had any kind of, uh, you did not know what is it, and you didn't really put it down in a way that resonates with your mind, with your body. And sometimes you've written it down, but you've forgotten about it, or you're not in track, or a lot of times you've written something down, but it doesn't attract you. It doesn't attract every core of the core of you. So these are some of the reasons that I felt that goals are not met. And okay, so I want you all to just think about these, that on a scale of 1 to 10, um, how aware do you think are you of yourself? How aware are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 9, 4, that's very honest. 8, 7, 8, 5, 4, 8. Great. Mhm. Lovely, lovely. So, I think the first step to being more aware is being aware of how aware you are. That's the irony of it. That you need to know that how much do I know myself? And a lot of times people feel that I know myself really well enough, but you may actually not. Now, goals is a very broad thing, but I feel goals are not something that just need to be set in terms of revenue or what is it that you want to achieve, but it has to be set, they have to be set in a very holistic way. Okay, because you're not a machine, you're really not a machine. You can't just 24 by 7 work towards achieving your business goals,
Yeah.
because then what's really going to distract you is when your personal life is going haywire, when your mental health is going haywire, your spiritual health is going haywire. It's equally important to also recharge yourself. So I think people who are very, very aware of their own body and their own capacities, and how much do they really want to put in, and what is it that they want to achieve in both in their professional life, in their personal life, whether it's about their um, or their friendships or everything, in totality, these are different areas that you need to firstly be aware of what kind of goals you want in all aspects of your life. Okay, are you with me? If you're with me, just give me a thumbs up or a yes. I don't know if Zoom allows thumbs ups, you can just write a yes. Superb, superb. Great. So this was just to give you a little bit of an introduction to what goals actually are. And so, what do you think is the first and foremost step when you actually sit down to think about your goals? Forget writing. Forget writing. You'll only be able to write later. So, what's the first step to be able to understand your goals and to be able to formulate them? What do you have to say? Just shoot any ideas, and there's no right or wrong answer.
Whether it is affordable,
Affordable? What do you mean by affordable?
whether I can make it happen.
Whether you can make it happen. Very interesting statement. We'll hold on to that thought. I'll come back to it soon. Okay, desire, visualize, self awareness. Lovely. Cool. Uh, a thought in mind. Yes. Right frame of mind. Correct. You know what the biggest problem is, which I feel which restricts people from as I'm digressing a little, okay, from not achieving success, is not that they don't know what they want, or it's not that they don't work. People work, you all work, I work, everybody works. So why is it that when so many people are working, can you say that people who had a startup and they failed, you all know that 99% of startups fail in India. So why did they fail? They must have made their goals, their they must have put it on paper, right, that I want to achieve 1 million users, right, or have 1 million customers, whatever it is, by year or 2 years. They must have written it down. Can we say that they didn't work? They definitely must have worked as well. So I feel the biggest uh, Challenge, forget about it. I'm not really getting into the whole business nuances saying, do customers want your product, market fit, and all of that. I'm not getting into that. I'm getting into something even more basic as thinking. Do you know what most people really do? Is that they, from Monday to, and this happens mostly in corporates specifically, people don't use their head. They don't use their head. 10 o'clock to 6 p.m., they're just completing to do lists and checklists, and they're continuing to do that. And then on the weekends, they're relaxing, and Monday blues come in again, and they're again working. That's because I don't know. I feel in India, this is not such a culture of allowing people to be free in the sense that not doing anything. Do you know how powerful not doing anything for several hours is? It's extremely powerful. I do it so often, you know. Sometimes, and I feel that's when my best work happens. Because instead of thinking that this is what I have to do, I let my mind wander. I mean, I'll just gaze at the wall, I'll gaze and I'll do whatever. I'll watch a video in the middle and I'll just totally give my mind that break to be able to really think. Or sometimes I actually personally do it, which is why I can vouch for it. I just sit down with a blank piece of paper and a pen and I just keep scribbling a lot of things and I keep writing a lot of things. And the best ideas have often come from there. So before you really are able to set your goals, you need clarity of mind. And how does clarity come in? Does it come in by just writing down, I want XX? So, a lot of times, we don't use paper and pen enough. We often use it to write down our goals, but we don't use it to declutter our mind. Paper and pen's job is not to become a painting that you can just use it to frame it somewhere. The point of a paper and pen is to all the mess that's in your head to be able to declutter that. Right. Scribble everything till you actually get clarity in life about, okay, let's say I heard somebody wants to be a trainer here. So you should know, why do you want to be a trainer? What kind of a trainer do you want to be? Do you want to do everything? Do you want to specialize in something? If you want to specialize in something, why do you want to specialize in something? When you just keep sitting down and scribbling all of your thoughts, how are you really going to market yourself? What are you going to do about the plans? Where are your customers going to come from? Blah 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 blah. Just write whatever the hell you understand and whatever is in your head, and gain utmost clarity. And once you have all the clutter and you've written down everything, suddenly things will start becoming more clear. That is when you why analysis is required. Kalyani, I didn't understand your question. Can you unmute yourself and speak? Okay, whenever you're ready,
So,
you can
no, no, it's
unmute.
okay, it's okay, it's okay. This is called not why analysis is required. I did not ask you. This is called a why analysis. Why we wanted to do this, why we wanted to do that, why we have chosen the same thing only, why not other, why this only. Okay, when we are going to achieve this, why we have to achieve this only. So this is called the why analysis.
Correct. Okay. Thank you for enlightening me. I know what finding your why is. I didn't know there's something called as why analysis, but yes, always start with why. Extremely important, because then when you have a why clear, then everything else starts falling in place. Right? Now, I am not going to teach you guys how to write down your goals. You all know it. We were taught in school also, right? 1 million customers by 30th December, 12 p.m. Right? We were taught all of that, right? That put it down, be as specific as possible, have numbers to it and everything, and this is what you want to do. So that's great. You all know that already, how to write down your goals with number, with time. What exactly do you want to achieve? Okay, it could also be having 5 new friends in 2021. That's a goal. It could be about having a first 100 paying customers by June 30th. That's a goal. So y'all can always, of course, you need to write down your goals. That's extremely important. Okay. But I think with goals, another thing that we really miss out on and why it doesn't really happen is that you've written down that you want 1 million, let's say hypothetically 1 million users by a year's time. Okay, but you've written it down on 1st of January, but then what about the rest of the year? How do you get there? You've written your goal down, that's cool, but how is it that you get there then? For that, it's extremely important to break down your thoughts and also have sub goals for yourself. It can't be just one line, it has to be broken down. You divide 1 million by 12. Okay, you divide it by 12. You put that this is what I want to get in January, this is what I want to get in February, March. Sorry, I'm having a bad throat, so I might just keep coughing. When I talk too much, I cough. I think it's just the Delhi weather. Yeah. So it's important that you keep a check on yourself. How often do you want to keep a check on yourself? That's up to you. You're with me? Is it all clear to everybody? Yes? Makes sense? And let's say if you missed a goal for a particular month, then you must hold yourself accountable for that. If you want to make 5 new friends, how will you do that? You know, attending meetings like these, I'm going to attend at least 10 sessions in this year, or I'm going to approach at least 50 people and, have a conversation with them this year. Whatever. Basically, it's the why ka how. Why, what you have to know, but you most of the times you don't know what the how is. How are you going to get there? Now, what do you think is the next important thing when it comes to goals? Goals have been set now. Now what? Now what do we do? We've written it down also. We have our sub goals also. What's the next thing that we have to do? Guesses? Just put it down in the chat. No, we have set a path, Seema. What next? Implementation. That's a good starting point. Implementation and action. But what are the problems that people face when it comes to implementation and action? What becomes a roadblock there? Procrastination. Very good point. Clarity, organizing. Okay. Yes. Cool. Cool. I feel uh, there's something that I really believe in, which is called the power of habit. Okay. Let's say you have a goal to lose 5 kgs of weight in 2 months. You've decided on it, you know how to do it, but you're not able to do it. You're also action oriented. You executed really well for a couple of days, but there's no habit. You're not in the habit of working. You're not in the habit of exercising. So that becomes a major roadblock, and that's why people really suffer. And without habits, consistency doesn't come in. Without habits, procrastination happens. So, habits also have their own stages. Okay, there is a whole way when you're into like when you're incompetent at something initially, it takes a little bit of time for you to become, first consciously become incompetent at it till it becomes a part of your DNA to be able to do something. So I think that's also one of the things that we really face when it comes to achieving goals. And as far as what do you guys think about procrastination? How can we deal with procrastination? Does anybody have any ideas with respect to that? Self talk. Okay. Self talk like what? I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to procrastinate. It is difficult actually. Reminder. Okay. Great, great, great. Yes. So I think procrastination also. I think procrastination. There's no rocket science to be able to solve it. I think with procrastination, you have to embrace it and accept it, the fact that it's human to procrastinate. And we often do it. And there's no formula to it. Okay. Yes, self talk helps. You have to push your own self. Nobody else is really going to push you to be able to do that. And now, the most important part that I like to say is that for achieving your goals, okay, your goals can't just be on paper. You've just seen your goals. Um, I want something is one thing, but the fact that you've consciously written down your goals, but I really feel that the people who really achieve their goals are people. Now, what I'm going to tell you is extremely powerful, is when you can integrate your goals with your subconscious. And how do you reach your subconscious mind? How do you make that 1 million figure reach your subconscious, or whatever it is that you really want to achieve? To be able to do that, okay, it's very important to be able to integrate your body and mind. And to be able to do that, it's about, of course, visualizations really help for some people. When you close your eyes, it's different things for different people. You close your eyes and you think about it, you're able to see yourself there. Okay. And for some people, it's about actually writing it down and reading it again and again. For some people, it is about reading it to yourself and saying it day in and day night. For some people, it's about meditating and integrating it and really, really, really believing it from the core of it. If you're not passionate about something, it's very unlikely that it is something that's going to happen. So integrate your goals into your subconscious. There are ways of doing it. I've given you everything in this session that you can read up further about. I'm sorry, but there's only very limited that I can share with you in a 15-20 minute session. But I'm going to leave you with the last thought, which is very important. Of course, you have to keep a check on yourself. That's extremely pertinent. However, however hard it is, don't doubt yourself. And as much as possible, reaffirm to yourself and be like, I am this. When you believe that you're something now, it's going to happen. Don't avoid using things like I want, okay? When you're writing your goals, believe that it's in the present. Never, ever, ever doubt yourself. I might be able to achieve it, might not be able to achieve it. Because if you really, really want to do well in your business or anything in your life, you can't have negativity. There's no place. You have to be positive. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your mind, your body. Be energetic. Take care of your health. Be happy and work with full conviction and lots of passion. So I hope that this helped you in some way or not. I don't know. Probably, I really believe even if there's one message that you're going to take back from it, I'll be very happy, because I'm of a firm believer of the thing that one message can totally change a life. If you want to connect with me, if you want to ask me anything, you can connect with me on my Instagram. It's Taanya Kathpal. You can connect with me on my LinkedIn. Whatever you prefer, I'm very active on both of these platforms. If you want to share any feedback for me for this session, if there's some review that you have, if there's anything that you want to say to me, I'll be happy to talk to you in my DMs or whatever you prefer, Instagram or LinkedIn. Thank you very much for having me and hope you all achieve your goals.
Violet?
You're on mute.
All right. Thank you so much, Tanya, for the wonderful session on how we can achieve our goals and answering some of the questions that team had. This time, we're actually opening up question and answer sessions. So, if anyone has any questions, you can put it out in the chat. I'll read it out, and Tanya can help with answering them.
You're welcome, Manu. You're welcome, Kalyani.
Any questions?
Or I can also take them. You guys can probably, if there's anything personal, you can always just write it social media. Okay?
All right.
Guys, do you have any questions? Okay, so I don't have a question, Tanya, but it is really motivated me to move forward because this is my 25th weekly meeting we have started. So what are the things you have said? No, it's really motivated me to move forward and to help a lot of business owner to grow their business through our platform. Thank you so much for joining with us today. Really, thank you so much for
I
joining with
have
us
just
today.
one question for Tanya.
Yes.
Tanya, what is that one ingredient that keeps us going towards our goal?
That keeps what?
Moving towards our goal.
I feel if you can, if you believe in what, if you're so mad about achieving it, okay, madness about your
Okay.
goal, that you can actually
Okay.
think about it. If you wake up in the morning and that's the first thing that you think about, when you're with your friends also, it's on the back of your mind. When you sleep at night, you're so excited to get up the next day and you want to do it. You're so mad about it that if anybody in this world tells you that you can't do it or it's impossible for you, you're not going to believe it. You yourself, if you yourself sometimes tell you that will I be able to do it or not, you yourself stop you and be like, of course this is going to happen for me and there's nothing more that I want in my life. Madness and not having plan B's.
So
Work.
would you call it desire?
Yeah, whatever, desire,
Okay.
passion, love, words can be anything, right? But I just
Okay.
feel that I don't believe in having plan B's, because plan B's
Right.
derail you.
Right.
Yeah, if you play in the safe territory, then only safe things are gonna happen for you.
Right.
If you want to grow big and if you want to do bigger things in life, you can't have a plan B. Sorry.
Right. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, great. I'll take your leave. Thank you
Uh,
very much. Have, yeah, yeah.
thank you so much, Tanya, for joining with us and today's our special session. I'll get in touch with you in
Yeah,
person.